Hello fellow humans and welcome to this week's shop review, and in this video there will be a giveaway later, but before that let's have a look at the things that are in the shop, and more importantly the things that are actually new in the shop. And no, crates are still never worth buying under any way, shape or form. However, then we have the Super Conqueror, which I'll look at in detail later because this is going to be the main focus of the video, but I can already say this is pretty good tank to pick up. Then Premium Pass is pretty much if you play the game actively and if you do the missions, and this is a great way to get a lot of extra resources for pretty cheap. However, obviously you have to play the game actively for this to make sense. Extended Pass is not worth it. Then why the hell would you buy camos? I mean, you can't get them back, so money gone. Now the Locust is a pest. However, it's a bundle that's $350, and no, I will not be gifting this one, don't worry. But overall, there's no point in really buying this. If you need the premium time, there are better ones for that. Then the KV5 is an excellent tank after it's got adjusted. The armor is great, and you do have 320 alpha damage, you got 7 degrees of gun depression, you got surprisingly good speed for a vehicle that weighs 100 tons. So of the 5.5k bundles, this is one of the better ones. However, mind you, this one does not include 30 days of premium, so it is a bit down-spec'd from the way it was before. So the bundle has gotten worse compared to a T-34 or a Yak Tigre 88, which was sold like this previously. However, the KV5 is still a pretty damn good super heavy tank if that's what you're into. Then the Feline family is a pretty horrible idea because, I mean, the Tiger 131 is good, but it's tier 6, and the Panther M10 and the Panther 88 are two of the worst tier 7 and tier 8 premiums respectively, so buying these two is a very bad idea. Now, already talked about these, pretty good deal for both of them. However, it is extremely difficult to play these vehicles, so for advanced players only. And the Krupp is... no. These are pretty solid if you need a lot of resources. I mean, obviously, no one's going to buy this. Very few people will. But these in general aren't really that bad of a bundle if you have the money to waste, which... there are better things to buy for 120 euros, for example. And the tanks, I've pretty much talked about all of them already anyway. So now, let's have a look in detail at the Super Conqueror. Starting off, obviously, with the stats comparison, this vehicle is what the T125 should be. And that is, it has DPM. Now, unlike the E5, though, this thing is not very accurate. 0.34, which is pretty bad. So the fine gun on this tank does make quite a lot of sense to use here because then you get down to 0.31. So that's not too bad. Then the aim time, however, is pretty bad, especially if you compare it to other tanks like a Chieftain or a Concept 1B. So it does lag quite a bit there. And here's the thing. Why would you want an E5 when you can just get a Concept or a Super Conqueror or a Chieftain? So poor E5. And now, among the mobility, this vehicle is also one of the worst here at only 12.4 effective power to weight ratio compared to 14 and also 14, 13 on the Chieftain, and the other is here. So the Super Conqueror is pretty much built around the armor and to a degree the DPM, but then again the Concept also has higher DPM. So now let's also have a look at the armor. Now the armor of this vehicle, it's very spaced everywhere, so that's good, but you can pen the bottom side of the turret here like you can do with many tanks, because this plate here is a bit flat, and then the lower plate's a weak spot. The sides are 127 millimeters, which means you can sort of side scrape. However, you have this bulge here for the turret ring, which means you can get penned here if you hit it in the right spot here at the front, which is pretty hard to do. So side scraping works in a limited amount, especially also because of this tiny skirt here, and then on the turret, this is not going to get pinned, but here below the skirt, you can somewhat pin the vehicle here. And then obviously, the upper plate, 400 millimeters, it's going to be pretty tricky to get through there. It is not going to happen. And with your 10 degrees of gun depression, you want to go hold down. You want to not really be the kind of guy that sits on a flat ground with a tank that's made for the hills. And now we get to the giveaway, and there will be one giveaway in each of the shop review videos every Friday for the entirety of December. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the shop review and giveaways. Now, what can you win? Obviously, for the first one, I will be giving away one premium pass. Now, it's obviously the beginning of the month. If you need a premium pass, here's the one to get. So, if you want a premium pass, here is how to enter. Because of the gifting system not allowing you to actually search for people, I will have to add you to my friends list if you are the winner, and then go through this. And as you can see, it's very long, so this is gonna be complicated. So add a search bar, Wargaming, please. First of all, join my Discord server, because any further updates about these types of giveaway will be on Discord. The link to my Discord server is in the description, so make sure that you've joined the Discord server. Then, I will pick the winner in about 2 days, which means after that, I will contact you in your written comment. What do you put in the comment under this video? Well, I will need 3 things from you. First of all, what is your favorite tank in War of Tanks Blitz? Then, I will need your in-game name, fully and complete, and then I will also need your server, because that way I can add you to the friends. All servers are possible. CIS is not possible. There will only be one winner, which means if the winner doesn't add me to their friends list after I send the friend request, unfortunately, that will be it, and there will be a new one next week. So with that said, good luck. Yeah, here we go with the Super Conqueror, and obviously you want to have this thing hold out. That's what it's built for, that's what it is about. Now, with the mobility, it is slightly worse than that of a T1 10E5, or especially of a concept. However, you will notice it a bit, but not really that much. So, while it is a downside, it isn't really a very noticeable downside. Now, can you get the concept for 20k? Then getting the concept for 20k is a better offer than this, pretty much. However, this and the Chieftain are pretty much one of the best tier 10s you can pick up if you do buy tier 10s in the shop. Now, the problem with that is that you buy a tier 10 to play it, to have fun with it, not to primarily grind creds. Because tier 10, you have way worse credit grinding abilities than you do have, for example, at tier 8. Which means if you want to have a tank that primarily grinds creds, buy a tier 8 that you can play well, and that is a good tank, and that has ideally solid standard penetration, so you don't have to fire any premium rounds. That's how it works. Tier 10s are for fun, and grinding creds on the side. So, as you can see right here, playing this tank on a flat ground is stupid. However, unfortunately, because our mediums are not very intelligent, we're kind of stuck now to this confined side of the map, which is very unfortunate. Okay, now obviously the Patton and also the Sheridan over there, they're going to be a problem. Just trying to somewhat fight that 113 and the 50B if I can. He's apparently reloading now. I was about to give him another free shot, but I guess not. And now I can't do anything because those two guys are sitting in the back, not doing anything, instead of attacking the Patton. Now, if that Patton ceases to exist, then I will be able to push the 113 and take him out. However, for now, okay, there we go. 263. Hello there. Can I hit that? Probably not. Now I definitely can't. Anyway, it's a free shot. Let's see. So he's gonna sit there. I mean, the 113 is dead now, so there's not gonna be, yep, anything to get there. And now there is only 4 of them left, which means the Sheridan, yep, he's right there. Okay. Now let's demonstrate the inability of this vehicle to side scrape for a moment here. Here comes the Leo. Well, I guess if you can't hit anything, then I can side scrape. But let's see. Can I use the HE, which is also very good on this tank. This is another very great feature of this vehicle. It has good HE rounds that can do a lot of damage. You got 120 mils of penetration, and that didn't quite work out. Okay. 4v4, that's not great. And now I kind of want to peek the Leo, but the problem is if I go around this house, then the 263 can peek me. However, if he's currently busy, then that will work out just about. Okay. Come on, Kronwagen. There we go. Good boy. And that's solid. So the HE rounds on this thing is another reason why you might want to have this vehicle. And that is something that it does have over a Concept 1B, where it has a pretty damn solid advantage. So 3k damage already, which is fine. And all I got is a Sheridan and a semi-dead Kronwagen. Can I? Nope. He's hiding. Nope. Yeah, he's gonna peek. It's like that. If you peek one guy, the other guy's gonna peek. So especially if you're spotted, because then like the Kronwagen can see you and he knows where I'm looking. So, Sheridan is not doing a great job at staying alive there, which is good for me. And there we go, that's 4k damage. That's easy. Alright, now, as you can see, it works beautifully. Even in a suboptimal situation like this one, it can work out great. Now, should you must have definitely guaranteed buy this vehicle? No, of course not. It's a tier 10. If you really need premium tanks, if you really want to grind crits, then that's tier 8 where you should be at, because tier 8s are cheaper, tier 8s are more effective at grinding crits as well, right? However, if you can afford this tank, I can definitely recommend it if you also enjoy tanks of this type. So, with that said, thank you very much for watching. See you next one. Goodbye.